Today we're going to talk about the basics of using your selection tool. The first thing I'm going to do is go up to my selection tool up here on top. When I go to that tool, come to the rectangular marquee tool. Up here on top we have four little option boxes. The first one is just a new selection. That's just a box and it will draw the selection for you. The next one over is add to a selection. And that's also the same thing by holding down your shift key. The next one is take away from a selection. So this will take part of it away. That's the same thing as holding down the Alt key or Option key on your keyboard. The next one is intersect. And if you do intersect, what crosses over between them, that's what it keeps. Now over here next we have something called feather. 0 is a very hard edge. So if I draw a box right now with a 0 feather, let me try it again. I need to go to my first one here and start over again. First box, draw a box, and I got 0 feather. Now I have a new layer over here already. Now I'm going to fill this with a color, fill, and I fill it with red. Now every time I draw a new box and I bring that feather up, I'm going to go up to about 25, draw another box, edit, fill, you'll see that edge getting softer. Control D to deselect that selection. If I bring it up to about 50 pixels, and it's going to be a little bit softer selection. Edit, fill, select, deselect. You see it gets a little bit softer as that feather goes up. Keep in mind this is relative to the size of your image. Whatever your image size is, if it's a lot of pixels, it's not going to be as much. Let's go back over here again, rectangular marquee tool. Now it has something called style. We can do a fixed ratio, which is a 1:1, which means it's going to be square no matter what. We can also do a fixed size. If you're going to put a size in here now, any size you tell it to be, if I want to go 1, and I'm going to type in inches, 1 inch by 4 inches, and I just typed in IN. Now when I click, it's automatically there. Now I've got a soft edge, so it's rounded edge. If I go to 0 again, click 1 inch by 4 inches, automatically, nice and neat. Now if I want to change this selection, I can go up to Refine Edge. And this Refine Edge box comes up. Here's my feather, smoothness, radius, contrast. The little boxes here are just visual purposes. They don't change anything, it's just a way of seeing it. So that's Refine Edge. And we will get to that in a little bit more detail as we go on along. Now your other tools here, the lasso tool is a free draw tool. And it didn't work because my feather was too high. Go back to 0 on that. Control D and 0 on my feather. And now I can do a lasso. You can also have something called a polygon. I like the polygon. I use it a lot. It's between straight points. Also, now that I've drawn this selection, I can actually jump to my patch tool if I please. Another great little tip there. And I think that's a good start for selections. We're going to pick up tomorrow with more selections using the magic wand and the quick selection tool. Thank you very much.